guys, so today I am doing another one of my disappointing products videos. These tend to be a bit negative, but I personally really like watching them because it's a good way to find out what is not worth splashing your cash on. So today I have a big bag here full of products that have disappointed me over the past few months. So I'm going to start off with something from one of my favourite hair brands, probably my most favourite hair brand, Unite. You guys will know if you've watched me for a while, I love their detangler, I love their booster spray, I love their texturizer spray, and I was really excited to try their mousse. This is their Elevate volume foam. I just found that it was quite sticky in my hair and it's just difficult to work with, and whenever I use mousse I'm not looking for like crazy hold, I'm looking for something that's going to make my hair look kind of voluminous, give it body, but it's still movable and natural looking. So I wasn't a fan of this one. Another couple of hair care products that I was disappointed with were these ones from Schwarzkopf. They're the Bonacure Hair Therapy Oil Miracle in Barbary Fig, or with Barbary Fig oil and keratin. So I got the shampoo and the treatment. Now I normally buy the shampoo and conditioner or treatment that you can use as a conditioner, whereas this is a treatment that you put onto dry hair. It says it's for very dry and brittle hair, it's a restorative mask, and I just found this to be really waxy, and it didn't wash out very easily, and it just kind of left my hair, you know, that kind of feeling where it feels coated and like a little greasy but still frazzled. It just left it like that. The shampoo was okay, but I think as a pair they weren't that cheap. I think they were around the £10 or £15 mark each, and I really didn't like them very much, and I normally do like Schwarzkopf products. Another thing that I was quite disappointed with is from a brand called Huygens, which I love the concept of this brand, I love all the other products I've tried from them, but the oil, like the spray oil, which is for face, body and hair, I just felt was a bit of a nothing product. If I'm using an oil either on my hair or on my body or on my face, I want it to be that texture that sinks in and it doesn't sit on the skin or on the hair, on the surface, and just make it look kind of greasy. This kind of didn't really, I don't know, something about it just didn't really sit right with me. Either way that I used it, and the bottle's a bit leaky as well. So all round, bit of a disappointing product for me personally, but I think their body products, like their body wash and their body lotions and stuff, are amazing. I've got a couple of products from Benefit, which again is normally a brand I really like. I tried their highbrow pencil again, and I used to use this when I was younger, and I did quite like it. However, I find it quite drying. I tried to use this again, and I don't know whether I've just got dry eyebrows at the moment. You're meant to kind of put it on as a highlighter, so you can use it like under the arch of your brow. I could use it on the inner corners as well, or even you can use it like on as a base on your eyelids and stuff. It's basically a brightening pencil, but I just found it a little bit chalky, a little bit drying, and it didn't really sit right on my eyebrows. I don't know why. I think I prefer my highlighters to be a little bit more creamy. This is just a little chalky for me, and Benefit's an expensive brand, so I don't think for me that's personally worth the money. And also another one that is a new release from Benefit is their mascara roller lash. I really like their real mascara, which is really volumizing, quite dramatic, whereas this is just a bit rubbish, to be honest. It's quite defining, but it's just one of those mascaras that it's okay, it's fine, but it's quite expensive. I think these are about £20. I can't remember exactly how much the Benefit mascaras are, but they're not cheap, and there's definitely a lot of better mascaras out there on the high street. So for me personally, I don't think it's worth the money. Next up is something from Urban Decay, and it really pains me to put this in because I love Urban Decay, but this palette in particular I was disappointed in because I was expecting it to be my ultimate favourite, absolutely fall in love with it, and it's the Naked on the Run palette. There was quite a lot of hype about this online because it's basically a palette of products which kind of does it all. So you've got a mascara, an eyeliner, a lip gloss, 5 eyeshadows, a bronzer, a blusher and a highlighter. So in theory this is like a really amazing palette, but for me when I actually tried this, I'm not a huge fan of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, so that was already kind of a little bit of a meh product for me. I love the eyeliner, I love the lip product, I love the face powders, but for me the colours of the eyeshadows were just not quite perfect. I think they're all a bit too dark and samey, these ones here. I quite like the rose gold tone, but something about them was just not quite right for me. And I think personally I use the Naked palettes all the time, like 1, 2 and 3. I love all of them, and I think the balance of colours in the Naked palettes is much better. I know they've obviously got a lot more colours. I don't know, I was never really happy with my makeup when I was using it, and it was more specifically the eyeshadows than anything else. So the Naked on the Run palette, in theory, I really wanted to love this, but I was a bit disappointed by the colour choices in it. Keeping on the theme of naked, nude kind of products, this is something that I picked up really recently. You guys might have seen it in my Dallas drugstore haul. This is from Physicians Formula, and it's the Nude Wear Touch of Glow Stick. And I don't know whether I just picked up the wrong colour, but this is in Nude Glow. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of just like a concealer stick that doesn't really conceal much. Like, it's a bit orangey, it doesn't have any glowiness to it at all. It's basically like a rubbish foundation stick, and I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a highlighter of some kind. I mean, even if it's meant to be a concealer, it's a rubbish concealer. If it's meant to be a foundation, it's a rubbish foundation, and it is possibly like the worst highlighter ever. I don't know, I feel like Physician Formula is sometimes a little bit hit and miss. I was a bit disappointed with that because I love the packaging as well. I had the rose gold on it. I just had so much potential to be good. I love cream highlighters, and it just wasn't very good, so I wouldn't recommend picking this up. Next up are a couple of products from Revlon, and they're both face products. The first one is the Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine Balm, which looks like this. I actually tried this because I got the chance to interview Gucci Westman, who is the like creative director, makeup artist for Revlon, and she said that this was amazing, so I was like, oh my god, gotta try it, because, you know, she's an amazing makeup artist. Something about this just didn't sit right on my skin. I tried applying it with my fingers, I tried applying it with a sponge, I tried applying it with a brush, I tried patting it, I tried like rubbing it in, and it's one of those products that's kind of similar to the Benefit Professional. Like, it fills in pores, it's meant to be like slightly kind of mattifying and priming for your skin, and just something about it. Foundation didn't sit very well on top of it, it didn't sit that well on my skin, and I just really wasn't that impressed by it. It wasn't terrible, it didn't like make my face look awful, but it wasn't very good. Like, it didn't really work with my skin that well, so I was quite disappointed with that. And then another one is a foundation, and I normally really like Revlon foundation, so I was quite surprised by this. It's the Airbrush Effect Photo Ready Makeup, and I had a bit of a mishap with a nail varnish that exploded all over this, but so excuse the way it looks, but I was a little bit disappointed with this because it didn't just, I don't know, it didn't really make my face look that nice. It had good coverage, and I feel like it wasn't terrible, but it didn't really give me that kind of airbrush effect that I wanted, and it also, like, it wasn't glow, but it's not matte, and normally I quite like that texture, but something about it just wasn't right, and I think the original Colour Stay, I think I prefer. I think it's a lot better in terms of texture and formula and things like that. So I wasn't overly wowed by that either. And then last but not least, because I was really disappointed by this one, is from Topshop Makeup, and it looks like this. It's called a Lip Ombre. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me talk about this. And it's basically two colours of lip products in one product, and you can use this in two different ways. So you can use them separately as different lip products, which is probably how I would be more excited about using them, or you can use them to create an ombre lip, so put the darker colour all over your lips and then put the lighter one on the inside, so you have that kind of gradient. I was really excited by this. I thought it was a really cute product, I thought the packaging was great. Topshop Makeup, the price is great, and the texture formulas are normally really lovely, especially considering they are an affordable brand, but this was just quite drying. I found it quite hard to work with on the lips, uncomfortable to wear, in a way that it didn't even really look that matte, but it felt like the most drying of matte lipsticks. It feels like a cream to powder cream blush. Maybe I should try using these as blushes, because I feel like they would work. Obviously this is like really bright, but I feel like if you blend them out, they would work really nicely. Basically, I just was kind of disappointed by the texture of these. They're not creamy enough, and they just kind of feel uncomfortable on the skin. And I love the compact as well. I really wanted to love this, but I didn't. That is it for my disappointing products video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have tried any products recently that have disappointed you, because it's always good to share that info. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, then please do. I upload every Monday and Friday, so I'll see you again on Friday with my spring essentials video. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about festival beauty. I'm actually going to Coachella next week, which I'm super excited about, but it is the start of the festival season. So whether or not you're going to a festival now or in the summer or at the end of summer, I hope you'll find some of these